Hello, welcome to openmentor.net on C programming. In this session we are going to talk about some of the character processing and then continuing and breaking out of blocks of statements. I have defined a string as a 50 with some alphabets, some punctuation characters like comma, dot, some digits, then some white space. White space means \n, \t, then pure space. Then what I'm trying to do is I have got a for loop for the whole length of the string. Then whenever I find a digit, I want to find out whether any digits or any numerals are contained in that string. I use a function called isDigit, and then it loops through the entire string. So I'm seeing sfi from 0 to the length. If anything is a digit, I say found that particular digit at that particular location. This is my fundamental goal in this one. So I want to find out digits, punctuation marks and white spaces at the specific locations. So I'm executing this program for now. So it will find out where all the digits located. Now when I execute, it executes found 1 at location 6. Found 2 at location 7, found 3 at location 8. There are no more digits. So if I add a few more digits over here, say 90, then execute once again, you could see it found 9 at location 20, it found 0 at 21. So it traverses through the entire string and then finds the digits. Now instead of digits, if I say find out space, is space, there's another command in character processing, is space, then it will print wherever the spaces, white spaces, blank or \n, it will print that location. Let us execute this. Now it says found space at 10, then it says found. It actually does \n, but since \n is a carriage return or the line feed, so it prints that on the next line. So found a blank at location 10, found a \n at location 14. So he is able to find out the white spaces. Now I want to find out whether there are any punctuation marks. Okay, is punct. So if you use isPunct function, it will find whether there are any punctuation marks in that string. Now let us execute. It says found comma at location 5, found dot at location 9. So we are able to find out characters or punctuation marks or digits. Now what I want to do is, whenever I find a particular first punctuation mark, right now it goes from this to the whole stuff, but stop whenever you find the very first punctuation mark. If I want to do that, I make this as a block. I want to come out of it. I want to come out of this. So how do I do? I say break. So I find the very first punctuation mark, then I say break. Let us see what happens. Now it simply said found comma at 5. It did not go through and then find the dot, because this for is a block. Within the for, this particular condition is satisfied, and then I said break. The moment I said break, it comes out of the for loop itself. Okay, same way, if I want to come out whenever I find the very first digit, I execute again. It will not go through this. It says found 1 at 6. It is not traversing through the entire string. It is not continuing the loop to find 2 and 3. Though 2 and 3 are present, it found 1, the very first one. It says break. Same way, you have something called continue also. Continue means continue the loop to the next iteration instead of going through the rest of the statements. Okay, that's also possible. The counterpart of break is called continue. This is let me show an example for continue also. Okay, look at this example. The same way, I have given the string. It has got punctuations, etc., etc. Now I have an if condition. if it is a digit or if it is a space, it says continue. The moment it says continue, it ignores the rest of the lines in the loop. It will not come over here. It will go back to the loop. It will execute the next iteration of the loop. So how do I verify? So it will start finding HELLO. The moment it reaches a space or a digit, it will not print this. For all the other characters, you will see the print statement executing, but for digits and spaces, you will not see this print statement. Let us verify this. Let us execute this. Now if you see here, it has printed HELLO, but it did not print 1, 2, 3 because it's a digit. So since we said continue, it went to the next iteration without going through the subsequent statements. Same way, it never printed the space or the \n. Reason is, in our code, we said if it is a digit or a space, continue. That means don't go through the rest of the statements. If this condition is not satisfied, go through the rest of the statements. So the continue, make sure the rest of the statements in the loop is not executed, but it goes to the next iteration of the loop. Whereas when you say break, make sure the control goes out of the loop. So the continue and break are two important statements whenever you are continuing the next iteration in a loop or you want to exit the particular block. We have seen the break in switch case statement also. We have seen the break in the loops also. So the if conditions, switch case, continue, break, and then the three different loops are called control flow statements in C programming. Thank you.